Hello students, this is Yogita Parmar and this is lecture number 6, and today we are going to cover the next type of reaction, that is a decomposition reaction. Okay, so what is decomposition reaction? We can understand by this that when a substance, when a compound, it is decomposed into two or more than compounds, it is known as decomposition reaction. Okay, next important point is that it is opposite of combination reaction. It is opposite of combination reaction. Why? Because in combination reaction, what happens? That two compounds combine together to form a single product. Here, a single reactant, dissociates or decompose into two or more than two compounds. Okay, so this is the difference between the decomposition and combination, and we can say that the combination reaction is the opposite of decomposition reaction, or decomposition reaction is the opposite of the combination reaction. Okay, now the decomposition reaction is of three types. Okay, the first is the thermal decomposition, second sunlight decomposition, and the third the decomposition through electricity. Now thermal decomposition means, what do you mean by thermal? Thermal means the reaction in which heat is involved, and the reaction in which the sunlight is involved, and the reaction in which electricity is involved is known as electrolysis. Now we will start with the thermal decomposition. Okay, we will perform an experiment that we will perform in lab also. Okay, we will take a test tube and we will put some crystal of ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate crystals are green in color. Okay, and next important thing is that it has 10 molecules of water, that is FeSO4 dot 10H2O. That means ferrous sulfate has 10 molecules of water. So when we heat it with the help of the Bunsen burner, what will we observe? We observe that the molecules of water that is present in ferrous sulfate will be on the walls of the test tube. यहाँ पे पूरा water molecules हमें दिखेंगे, उसके droplets. Okay, the first observation. And the second observation is that after some time we will observe that some gas is evolved, and the smell of that gas is pungent. Okay, that is the smell of the rotten eggs. Okay, so some pungent gas is evolved. And next thing is that what we will see, after heating more, this green color will convert into reddish brown. It will convert into reddish brown in color. So three observations we have seen. First, the ferrous sulfate changes into the reddish brown. Second, the water molecule present in ferrous sulfate will be on the walls of the test tube. And the third, a pungent gas is evolved. Now I will tell you about the equation. सबसे पहले, the ferrous sulfate FeSO4, that is green in color. Okay, that is green in color and it is solid also. When we heat it, okay, it will convert into, a brown. I told you na, brown, reddish brown color. Okay, so that reddish brown is nothing but ferric oxide, that is Fe2O3. That is also a solid, ferric oxide. Okay, and the gas which I have said that it has the pungent smell. The gases are SO2 and SO3. Always remember, whenever I will say that, whenever the question is in the question pungent smell gas is there, remember that it is a sulfur. Okay, sulfur has the pungent smell. So sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide will evolve. So we will write here G and G because it is in gaseous form. Okay, so in this reaction, what happened? In this reaction, the ferrous sulfate, which have the molecule of 10H2O, okay, it evolved, and on the walls of the test tube, the droplets we can see and the gas we can see. Okay, so this is an example of the thermal decomposition in which the heat is required. Now, I can tell you the second one, example of the heat only. For example, we took calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is known as limestone, which is used in marbles, okay, and it is also used as the in the shell of eggs. We can find that, okay. When we heat it, it get decomposed into calcium oxide. Now, what is this calcium oxide? This calcium oxide is quicklime. I explained you in the previous lecture also. Quicklime, okay, plus CO2 gas is evolved. Now, just tell me that how you can test this that presence of CO2 gas. How you can test the presence of CO2 gas? We can detect that CO2 gas is evolved by passing through it in the lime water. What will happen? The lime water turns milky. Okay, so this is the second example of the thermal decomposition in which heat is involved. Now, the third example of thermal decomposition only. If we take the lead nitrate is PbNO3 2, this is solid, and when we heat it, what will happen? Lead oxide is formed. Always remember, this lead nitrate is white in color, okay, and this lead oxide which is formed is yellow residue, okay, and a brown fumes of gas is evolved. Now, brown fumes is always of nitrogen, so it is of this gas is nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen gas is also evolved. Okay, so lead nitrate, we can balance this equation, okay, by yourself. And always remember, this X compound is what? White in color. When we heat it, it get decomposed into lead oxide. Lead oxide is what? Yellow residue. It is yellow in color, and brown color fumes are evolved. Now, these brown color fumes are nitrogen, that is nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen gas is evolved. Okay, student, in the next, I will teach you about the decomposition, second type of the decomposition reaction. Thank you.